dyeing my hair. But to bribe you to stay and watch, I'll tell you a story time. God! No! For my students that wanted me to go blonde, I'm doing the exact opposite. But this is the story time about the worst first date I ever went on. Just this guy on the one and only Tinder. Tons of red flags about this guy. You know, his profile was short, didn't have a lot of information. The ghetto! I don't know if you could hear that, but I live in Philly, so we're moving on. After our very short-lived Tinder conversation, we moved on to the one and only biggest red flag. Should have seen it. Snapchat. A very glossy, shiny hair. If he fucks with it, I'm gonna be mad. Let's give him a name like Short Stack.
Foreshadowing.
Short Stack's profile said that he was 6'1". Let me tell you, this guy was not 6'1". That was also like the only thing that was really on his profile. So on Snapchat, he reveals that he's just not much of a talker. That's fine. We can get to know each other for a date. That took a week to plan. And not for me trying. I was not actively trying to go on a date with him. He was the one trying to go on a date with me in his, when are you free? I'll take you out to dinner. Okay, so like, that's a green flag. He was trying to plan it. Oh, he was trying to plan something else. So we wound up deciding to go to this brewery. I had gone to like at least 4 dates there, and I always took my friend with me because you couldn't see them if they were sat near us.
She may be dumb, but at least she ain't stupid.
I rule that I don't start getting ready until the guy like confirms that we're going on a date. A trick I learned in like 2020 on TikTok. Mr. Man doesn't confirm until 30 minutes before the date. I get ready, I get in my friend's car, aka my Uber, and we go to the date. My friend drops me off like they're in Uber on like the side of the road, and his Uber drops him off. Except his wasn't an Uber. This man ain't 6'1". I'm 5'6". He was about an inch taller than I was. So then we go into the restaurant and we sit down. Now here's the thing. I have a date rule. The length of the man's name, however many red flags he gives off during the date, I take his name off. Again, I learned these things from TikTok. So he already has the first letter of his name off because he lied about his height. Number 2 came off when we got to the damn seats. They put us at a square table. I know this is a rectangle. But picture, it's a square table. There are 4 places you could sit. Normal people sit across from each other. Why he finna sit next to me? Why does he sit right there? And then he asked the waiter, do you have any booths open? Cause that way we could sit like right next to each other. Huh? I don't know you. I literally haven't had a full conversation with you because you're bad at conversations. I gave the hostess the like, this was a first date look. For the love of God! And she was like, no, we don't have any booths available right now.
A note from future Maddie that this waitress checked on us like 45 times in the span of this 45-minute date because you could just feel how awful it was going.
She's a god for that, but he still sat right next to me. I just realized that this is gonna get really messy, so I'm gonna put the dye on my hair and then come back. I'm now completely covered in hair dye, like super saturated. So I'm gonna get stuff to get the excess off, and then I'll keep going with the story. So now we're sitting down for actual dinner. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that when we were like driving there, he kept insisting on the fact that they were gonna serve me alcohol. At this point, I was only 19. Like they were not gonna serve me alcohol. I'm 22 now. So we're sitting there and he asks if I'm gonna order a drink, and I was like, yeah, a Diet Coke. I'm gonna order a Diet Coke.
A bleach and tone, like a bleach and tone.
And he goes, well, why don't you try and order a drink? Well, you can just order a drink, it's fine. They're not gonna card you, you're with me. I'm a guy. Like, they're not gonna card you when you're with a guy. What misogynistic logic is that? And this guy is not like a manly man. Like, he doesn't look like one. What are you saying? Because literally, that's not how the world works. So he orders his martini and he gets carded. But that's letter 3 off Short Stack. Then he asked me if I was gonna order a salad. He goes, you look like you're the salad type. Sir, where do you find the audacity in your 5'7" body to be saying stuff like that? So I order the nachos, and that's it. and he orders like a 4-course meal.
Foreshadowing.
So as he's sipping on his martini, we start talking about ourselves. And every time I'm speaking, I notice he ain't paying attention. At one point, we were discussing our majors and the very large difference because he was a computer science major and I was a dance major. If you know when a man's not listening, you could get it. Like, he just wasn't absorbing any information. He asks what we're going to do after, and I was like, I think I just want to go back to my dorm. I have an exam in the morning. Like, I really don't want to do anything.
You calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther.
And this man starts insisting that I come back to his place. Like, come on, you come back to my place. Like, it'll be fine. Like, and I have repeatedly now told this man, I don't do hookups. That's not my vibe. Like, I've never done that. I'm a girlfriend girl. I'm not a hookup girl.
I'm a girlfriend girl, Logan. I have boyfriends, not escorts.
He's like, oh, that's fine. Like, we can just vibe and watch a movie. I was not born yesterday, sir. And then my phone that's now on the table buzzes, and he can see that it's my mom. Oh, is your mom picking you up? I've already told this man like 4 times that I'm Ubering back to my dorm. No, actually my mom drove me here and she's the one picking me up. So if you come over, she'll drive us back to my place. Excuse me? Mr. Shortstack, you're gonna have your mother drive us back so she can think that you're getting fucking laid? What? No. All the letters are pushed aside. Your name is gone. You have lost your chance. So then I flat out look at him and go, how do you think this date is going? Clearly well. Like, I want you to come back to my place and hang out. I ask him what my major was. Something in the arts, right? We had a 10-minute conversation about this and you don't know that. And I could tell you you were a computer science major. I can still tell you that. So then he starts making excuses. Sorry, I'm bad on first dates. I get nervous. Like, all this bullshit. So then the check comes and the waitress is like, do you want it split down the middle? Is he paying, or do you want it itemized? And he goes, split down the middle. Split down the middle, split. And I go, itemized. And she was like, that's okay, yeah, go to itemized. You think I'm gonna pay for your $25 steak when I got nachos? No, Shortstack, you're gone. You're done. So then we get up from the seats, you know, that he's still sitting next to me. And we go to walk out. And I give my friends the major SOS, get me the hell out of here, finish your food as fast as you can, and meet me. I told him, oh, I'm actually gonna catch a ride for my friend. She works at the escape room and said I could hitch a ride back with her in like an hour. And he asked if he could come to the escape room, and I said no, because I'm just gonna hang out in the employee lounge. You can't come. This 21-year-old man not only can't take a hint, he can't get the frick away from me fast enough. So now we're at the door, and he asks for a hug, and he said, will I see you soon? And I went, yeah, sure, because at this point I can't tell him no another time. I then blocked him on everything, and he sent me an email asking me why I blocked him. An email. I do not know how he got my email. I'm gonna go wash out my hair now. My brother wanted to take a shower, so I'm now in my room and I blow dried my hair. But the shine is still there. So, see ya, bye.